Alright guys, welcome. Here we're going to do a winch rebuild video. This winch, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's starting to be a bit grindy and stuff. And I've noticed with my past winches that when that starts to happen, it's time for just to re-grease everything up. Because the original grease isn't that great on these old cheap winches. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. I'll be pulling it apart, seeing if there's anything wrong with it, re-greasing it and putting it back together. It's really simple. And yeah, if it's in warranty, probably don't do this because it won't be covered under warranty, I don't believe. So if there's something wrong with your winch, send it back if it's under warranty. But otherwise, this is how we rebuild one. So let's get into it. So we're just gonna unscrew these two and separate the winch. It's bloody heavy, this thing. So this is all the gearing. All right, so what we got here is the gearbox. Yeah, it's not too bad. Still a lot of grease in there, no water. Seal looks all right. So we'll give all that a good clean, might pull it apart, give it a good clean. So to pull this apart, what we are going to do is undo the Allen screws. These are all metric Allen keys as well. Nothing special there. No, they're undone. This should, yep, pop off just like that. Might have to put something on the table or it's going to get a bit messy. No, there's definitely been water in here, I'm pretty sure. There she is. Zoom in a little bit. You can see there's a bit of brown. That's where the water's coming. And then there's that red jelly grease that I hate. Over here, same thing, brown and red there. So obviously where the water's been on this half, it's sat or whatever. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and pull that apart and fix it. We're now just gonna go through and degrease it and clean it up. Got some paper towel, degreaser, see how we go. Now you can buy rebuild kits for this. I'm not going to, I'm just gonna rebuild it and put it back together. I like to rebuild these every year or so with the kind of four-wheel driving I do. Surprised it leaked. It's got some good seals on these. This is a solid seal. Guess not good enough or it's come apart. Alright, so that's about as clean as I'm going to get that. Yeah, about as clean as I'm going to get that. Put that aside, work on this one now. Oh yep, it just comes straight out. I remember that. Oh, yummy. That one, and then that one, and then that one. Yep, it's definitely had water in that. All the grease has kind of captured all the water, so there's no actual water in there, but all the grease is knackered. Just be very gentle, try and get all the seals off. It's very fine. Oh, yeah. That's one ring. Then you got some sort of spacer. That's your clutch ring, that's what energizes it. As you can see, there's a bit of rust in there. And then last but not least, or is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that one's staying in there. Cool. Now to clean it. All right, so we're just gonna clean one thing at a time. What I've done is I degreased that because that's gonna be pretty easy to clean up. Don't lose that. That's a tiny little thing that goes in the little bearing down the bottom. I'm not gonna degrease these just because I don't want to damage anything in the, even that's pretty sticky at the moment. Yeah, this one has got something in it. I'll have to free that one up. It's probably the grinding I'm hearing. Let's see what they spin freely. What about this one? Oh, jeez. Yeah, they spin freely. So I got a problem with one of them. I'll go through now and clean it and put it back together as I'm cleaning. What you're gonna need is a lot of rags. Once it's as clean as you can get it, you start applying some new grease. I'm just gonna use extreme pressure grease and Penrite stuff. And that's a red color. I'm just gonna smear that in there. Get it in everything I can. Just grease that up nicely. Alright, no, the next bit, what went in then? I think this one, the little baby one. The one I've got to try and free up. Yeah, you can see it's got rust on it. Alright, I figured I'd give you guys a closer look at what's going on. So this is at the very, I guess you'd say it's a start. So what's happening, that's spinning, and then that one's got something in it and it's stopping. I've got to apply force, boom. So there could be something in the bearings, which I'm gonna try and get at. What I'm gonna try and use is just heavy duty liquid lanolin. If that doesn't work, I'll try WD. But yeah, wish me luck. I'm just gonna try and shoot it in the bearing if I can. Very challenging. And then I'll just work it in. Oh, there you go, it already feels better. All right, so I can't get that free. So I've done the best I could. I'm gonna grease it up, chuck it in there. And hopefully it doesn't cause me any grief. And if the winch stops working, well, I know what the problem is. So I'm just gonna apply a lot of grease in here. And then I'm gonna place that back in where it belongs. When you're putting them back in, just make sure it sits in there nicely and it can freely move as well. I can feel that sticky bearing in there, right there. So that's gonna be interesting. Really hope that doesn't make an issue. Oh yeah, let's see how we go with that. What is next? The clutch one, which is this bad boy. I'm just gonna put a dab of grease in each one of these to stop the water building up and rusting it. Now this one's got a key, well, a slot here. No, which I'm guessing that goes on the outer. Well, it can only go one way or the clutch won't activate. So, gotta deactivate that. Chuck that in there. Trying to get these bad boys all back in. Yeah, there we go, got that. So make sure that works. Engage the clutch. The wheel's still spinning, so I don't think I've got that right. pull that out, flick it around, put it back in, engage. There it is, locked in. Disengage, spins freely, engage, locks in. Good as gold. So just had to flick that one around. All right, next. Yep, it was that one. So now I'm just gonna clean that up. Not gonna go too crazy on it, and I'll just grease that back up, chuck her in. Chuck it in like the last one. So I'll chuck that back in, and that's about it. Next stop, we had, I'm pretty sure, this bad boy. It's a bit of a once over. Chuck that back in. Next step was the big ring. Get that a bit of a clean. I'm not gonna go crazy. It's a nice quick clean. I'll grease that up, chuck that in. I guess that's a good thing. You can actually put these gears in when you put these outer rings in, which is pretty cool. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. I'm up to the last gear set now. So far the cleanest gear set as well, which is nice. So once you got this, we'll just put a last bit of grease in and put some seals back in it and good to go. It sucks not having a workshop.
Dance along, yeah. If you feel it, just dance along. Got to keep the feeling going on and on. If you feel it, just dance along, dance along. Oh, it just feels so good.